All right, so we are here now live on air. Just kidding. We're not on air. This is a recording, but we're here right now. This is the start of the podcast, brand new podcast featuring me, Dev. It's nice to meet everyone. And we got
What's up, guys? I'm Nate.
Big Nate over
Glad
here,
to be here.
and we're going to be kind of discussing life. This is like a themed podcast for like comedy, for having fun. So let's just get started and talk about your weekend, Nate. And because I want to hear how you're doing, how your weekend went. Because I had a pretty crazy weekend and I have a lot of stuff to tell you about this weekend. That's pretty fun. Go ahead and tell me about your weekend because I want to hear about it.
Oh man, it was a good weekend. It was a good weekend. Got some rest. Played some poker. Watched some football. Heard had some funny banter at the table. Man, it's just a good time. Just enjoying life, playing some cards, getting some good sleep, watching some good football.
That's
NBA start
awesome.
next weekend, man. I'm hyped. It's gonna be a fun time out here.
And you got season tickets, right?
Yeah, dude. I got season tickets to Mavs games, dude. Shout out to the Mavs. Like
That
it's
is
it's, it's
awesome.
gonna be awesome, dude. I'm excited for a good NBA season.
See, that's going to be so much fun, especially like during the season to have a season pass to be able to just whenever you want to go see the game, dude. That's going to be so exciting. Honestly, wish that I was down there to see that. I need to come to Dallas again to see that because so if you guys don't know, Nate is actually in Dallas right now. Just moved there, brand new Dallas, and I moved to Charleston, South Carolina last year, so I'm in Charleston right now. And yeah, there's no NBA teams here, but the Dallas Mavericks, that would be an awesome team to get season passes for. So that's gonna be so exciting.
Yeah, man. Luka Doncic, dude. He's something else.
That's
He
right.
is something else.
Dude, he's been killing it this season, right?
Well, season starts Wednesday, I believe, this week for an NBA
Oh,
and for the Dallas Mavericks. So it's coming up, man. It's gonna be the Dallas season opener is against the Grizzlies and American Airlines. I think they play the Suns on Wednesday. But
dude,
it's gonna be a good season,
awesome.
hopefully.
Yeah. How did he do last season? Good?
Oh, amazing, dude! They made a Western Conference Finals run, so they listened to Warriors who would have won the championship. It's going to be a fun, great NBA season. A lot of great competition on both sides, East and West. So
Yeah, that sounds really exciting. Honestly, like that's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited.
mhm.
Yeah, NBA is just it's awesome. The it's funny actually now we're talking about sports. I wanted to tell you this is one of the topics I had prepared I was gonna bring up in the podcast. So I saw this thing online. It was it's like the funniest thing ever. So Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, he has this statue. I don't know where at, but I don't know, it's in some country, but literally the statue his whole like areas down below, it's completely like rubbed off and like got damaged. So you look at the
yeah,
statue, and I'll try to see if I can put like a picture like on the podcast to show it. But literally, it's all rubbed off. So you people have been taking pictures literally with Ronaldo, like hand over his like private parts and like doing all this stuff. It's so funny. And it was funny the thing that I was watching too. They said that the village that it's in, like the statue's in, the villagers
Mhm.
actually rub it for good luck. It's so funny. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. I'm like, just the things that people come up with is just hilarious.
Is this in Portugal or Spain? Where is
I
this
don't
at?
know where it is. Hold on, let me see if I can look it up real quick because it was honestly hilarious. Like, see, this is why we need an assistant to look up this stuff. Maybe one day. But no, it was so funny. Okay, so I think it's in. See, he has multiple statutes. That's the thing. He has
Oh,
multiple.
if you're Ronaldo, you got multiple statues. I believe it.
Yeah, of course. I think it's met Madara. No, no, that's the other one. That's the one with the botched face. You've seen that, right? Where they like the
No, I
statue.
haven't seen any statues.
Oh my God. So there's this so they have this one statue. It's in Madeira by the airport.
Mhm.
And literally his face, his real face, Cristiano Ronaldo's real
Yeah,
face, and the statue so looks so different. Like it's like very apparent, like how the difference between these two are, and it's it's really funny. Like if you look up a picture of it right now, like you'll see, like
is it like terrible, like butchered?
it's so butchered. Like it's like not even like one eye's like facing this way, like the other eye, like it's so bad, and like it's so funny. Oh, okay, all right, here it is. I found it. So Okay, Ronaldo statue has a buffed crotch after getting rubbed by keen female fans. So maybe it's just female. I don't know. Okay,
Some
so
thirsty people out there.
right. It's in Funchal, I think that's how you pronounce it. Funchal, Portugal. So it was unveiled in 2014 and it was revealed at his Pastana CR7 hotel in Portugal. So he has his own hotel in Portugal. And literally, if you look at the picture
Let me try
of
looking this up.
the statue, it's literally the whole statue's perfect. The whole
Yeah.
thing is absolutely perfect. But you look, and the area where his crotch is completely just rubbed off. Maybe it's from people just rubbing it, just all these years, just all the luck that his crotch has given the villagers. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But what I do know is that people have been rubbing it for good luck. His whole groin, and it's kind of funny, but it's hilarious. But
Now,
yeah,
would you get a statue of yourself? Like, if you could have like your own city, would you get a statue of yourself?
honestly, like that would be awesome. Like to have your own statue, especially if your like crotch is rubbed off too, like Ronaldo's. You'll see, you'll have all these pictures of like locals just coming up and like rubbing your crotch. Like I feel like it'd be so bad. God, this podcast is already about to be taken down already. Jeez, first episode, we're already about to get taken down. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Oh,
Yeah, that was one of the things I was just like, oh my God, I gotta bring this up on the podcast. This is this I thought it was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, it sounds like you had a good weekend. It sounds like you had a good weekend.
yeah,
Let me
man.
tell you
What'd you
about
do this
my
weekend?
weekend. So my weekend was absolutely insane. Literally insane from the moment it began. So if you guys don't know already, I'm in law school right now. I'm studying here in Charleston, South Carolina, and it's been the craziest weekend ever. So starting on Friday, I had my like midterms exams, and it was my last one that I had to take for the week. So finished that, and that was crazy. And then that night, so a few of my friends texted me and they go, Devin, like, there's gonna be a bunch of friends from out of town. And just to preface this, my friend that this one friend that texted me, they are actually really good family friends of mine. And it's so funny her cousin, her cousin, which I've never met before, I heard only good things about. They came this weekend and I got to see all of them and everything. But I heard that like they had a really good personality, kind of like mine, like very like extroverted and outgoing. And so I go out, I meet them, and oh my gosh, from the moment I met these guys, they were the coolest people ever. So I met him, his name's Anthony. I met him, and then he had two of his other buddies that he came with, and super, super cool guys. And, they're very like hardworking, like, smart, funny guys, like super, super cool. And from the moment I met these guys, like they were on one. They were so funny. And yeah, it was so funny. So the the funniest part about it is that he was actually last weekend on the show on this like TikTok show that went viral, right? Had like millions of views. And it was just the most random thing he was telling me about it. And he goes, yeah, like the story of how it happened. He goes, yeah, I was literally just at a bar hanging out with a few of my friends and these guys come up to him and they go, hey, they're like, you seem like a pretty cool dude. Would you like to be on one of our shows on TikTok? And I was like, wait, what the heck? These guys just approach you to be on this show? And yeah, that's what he literally told me. And they have clips of it. Funny part about it, they have clips of it of like him being approached by these people and they put it on the show. And it's like a dating show. It's like a bachelor, like bachelorette type of show. And it's it's so funny. I watched clips of it. It was hilarious. And they brought him on and they faced him off with like another dude, and they
Yeah.
were all blindfolded and they were they were like just trying to like confess their love like pretty much to this girl and kind of get
Hmm.
him to like her, get him to like them, and it was so funny. And he was telling me about that. And the funniest part about it is we were walking down the street. I kid you not, we were walking down the street, and this girl comes up to us, and she goes, "Oh my God, are you that guy off the dating show?" And oh my God, I lost it. It was the funniest thing ever. And then he goes, yeah. He's like, yeah, I am actually. And he's like, yeah. He's like really suave, but like, yeah, I am. And I gotta hype him up. I was like, yeah, that's him. That's literally him off the show. It's like, do you want his autograph or whatever? Just totally just joking around it. It was so funny. But yeah, that was literally like the first like big thing that happened that night, Friday, and it just kept going. Like that's just one of like the crazy experiences that happened. So that night
Yeah.
Friday was absolutely insane, and there was like so much stuff going on. So we had that, and then another thing is as we were walking downtown with our whole crew and everything, it was so funny. This dude was like totally lost. And I walked up to him. I'm like, bro, like you lost? Like you need help with anything? He's like, oh, I don't know where this place is. He's like looking for this bar downtown. He's like, I don't know where this bar is. Like downtown. Like, is there any way you can help me? Are you a local? I was like, yes, yeah, yes, I'm a local. I'll help you out, even though I've only been here for a year. Yes, I'm a local. I'll help you out. And he's like totally lost. I was like, where are you looking for? Like, I can help you find out where you're looking for. And he goes, yeah, I'm looking for this place called Stars Restaurant and Bar. I was like, bro, look behind you. Dude was so lost in the city, and the place was right. I said, I grabbed him and I went, listen, right here, man. And he turned around and he's like, oh my God, thank you so much.
That
Like,
guy needs another drink right there.
he was, I'm telling you, he probably had too much to drink that night. He was gone. It was so funny. I felt so bad for the kid, but hey, we helped him get to where he needed to go. So that's the important part. So that was really
Yeah.
funny. And yeah, literally it just kept getting like crazier and crazier. And oh, right before this too, I completely forgot to mention, right before this, right? This was like right when I went to go meet him. So I gotta tell you this actually. I should have prefaced this and said this first, but so I'm calling my friend. Her name's Steve. I'm calling Steve. I go, Steve, like, where are you guys at? Like, what bar are y'all at? Like, what's going on? Like, where's everyone at? So I pull up to the bar that she's at, and I call her. I'm like, hey, I'm here. Like, I'm like, are y'all like still here? Like, what's going on? And she's like, Dev, we just got kicked out the bar. And I'm like, what? It's like, yo, just got here. I was like, how'd y'all get kicked out the bar? So as they're telling me they got kicked out the bar, lady has my credit card, swipes the credit card. Literally, as she tells me, she gets kicked out the bar. So she already swiped the card. And so I'm just like, oh my God. So I walk in, I walk out a couple of seconds. And I was like, great, best $15 I ever spent. And then I go up and I see Steve. And I'm like, Steve, I'm like, what's going on? She's like, oh, the guy, when we were friends, Anthony, he got kicked out the bar. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? And just this crazy just dispute of like, and that was how the night started. That was literally how the night started. It was him
I
getting
mean, you
kicked
haven't
out.
partied enough. You haven't kicked out a bar, you know. Like everyone's been there, done that. Like you haven't been kicked out yet.
That's
You're not having
you,
too much fun.
right. That's it's a good time if you're getting kicked out the bar.
Yeah.
So literally it goes from there to the whole dating thing with the girl seeing him off the dating show. And then from there, the dude with stars. And then I'm trying to just follow the whole night, just go through it. And then from there, we went to another bar down the street. And that was just weird too. Like it was a cool vibe at the beginning, but then I'm telling you, this night just kept getting more weirder, like just by the minute. It was crazy. So then we're having a good time, everything was going good. The girls were getting freaked out. And they kept up, like they kept walking up to us. They're like, we're like totally freaked out right now. I was like, why are y'all freaked out? Like what's going on? Like just trying to see what the heck's going on. And they literally go, we think that we're getting sex trafficked right now. I was like, what?
What
I was like,
do you think? Why are you walking around with them?
yeah, like what are you talking about? Like you got to give a little bit more explanation as to what's going on. She's like, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. I was like, all right, let's go. So then we walked outside. And like half the crew's still inside. I'm just with the girls right now, just make sure everything's okay. We walk outside. They go, oh my God, we think we're getting sex trafficked right now. I was like, what is going on? Like, you got to tell me, like, what's going on here? She's like, this girl came up to us and she was like breathing really heavy. She's like, this girl came up to us and she said that she wanted to come dance with us. I was like, what? How does that have anything to do with sex trafficking? She goes, she kept coming up to us and she was acting really weird. I was like, what was she doing?
Mhm.
Like, give me like a little bit more details. She kept coming up to us and like circling us and like she was just acting like really weird. Like the vibe was off. And I was like, okay, all right, fair. All right, the vibe was off. You weren't feeling it. Super weird. I don't know. We talked to the bouncer about it. Apparently, the girls talked to him. Basically said like, they felt really weird about it. They didn't know what was going on. And the dude was like, oh yeah, Yeah, the girl does it all the time. Everybody, it's a very normal thing. She does it every weekend. Everybody,
Yo,
apparently.
imagine being a girl just walking around saying that. It's like, yeah, I'm being sex trafficked right now. Like, look, every weekend.
Literally, it's like it was
That's what
hilarious.
you know about. That's what you're known for. Everyone in
Oh my
Charleston knows
gosh.
you as a girl saying, help, I'm being sex
Yeah,
trafficked.
literally. Gosh, I swear, girls in the U.S., there's something else. I need to get out of here eventually. Just go somewhere. Go somewhere. I need a vacation. That's what I need. I need a vacation.
Yeah, man. I feel that.
I need a vacation away from all these city girls because they are too much drama for me. I'm someone who likes drama. And that's what it should be, right? I mean, you want somebody who doesn't cause you more trouble in a relationship. I feel like that's what you want. You want somebody who
Yeah.
is there for you, is loyal, who doesn't cause more problems that need to be solved. I mean, you guys are like a unit, you should be together, but I mean, what else do you need? Like, Nate, what do you look for in a relationship? What are like the key things? Like, give me just one thing that you look for in a relationship that's important to you.
I think loyalty is a big thing, just kind of someone you can go to and talk to about anything and everything. And it's kind of always there for you.
True, 100%. I totally agree. I feel like that's super important. I feel like loyalty and just being there for you, I guess that ties into loyalty too. And like,
Yeah, it's like loyal and reliable people. Yeah.
yeah, like reliability, I think is huge in a relationship because
Yeah.
you don't have reliability. If you don't have that fundamental like feeling of trust, like what do you have? Like, do you even have a relationship at that point? Like, do you actually have like some sort of like love, like relationship in it, or is it just lust? It's like I feel like that level of trust is what makes everything so different. I feel like
hmm
that level, that trust that you can tell that person anything and they'd be loyal to the end.
I
And
mean, there are levels to it, man. It's like there's moments when all you want to do is just have that kind of fun. You don't really need that
true,
whole fundamental laid down like relationship thing.
true. But I mean, is that lust then? Like, is that like a lustful
Oh,
relationship?
that's 100% lust.
So that's what I'm saying. So, like, I don't know.
It depends what you're looking for in that moment.
Very true. That's the thing. That's the thing. These city girls, they're not out to have a good relationship like 95% of the time. I mean, you go out, I mean, these girls are dancing like crazy and doing all this crazy stuff. I mean, guys too. I mean, everybody's dancing
Yeah.
crazy, but I mean, I feel like that's not where you go to do it. And I feel like that's my problem. That's totally my problem because I look for love in all the wrong places, and I feel like it starts there.
It's
I
almost like
feel
there's a great song about that.
yeah, oh yeah, literally. I mean, it's so bad. And honestly, that song I probably need to revisit it. I might learn a few things. but, but literally, it's like where else do you go to? I mean, especially if you're like looking for a good loyal person.
Yeah, man. We go to the bars sometimes. There's just girls and guys out there just belong to the streets. They're just out there just having a good time, enjoy their night. Sometimes you're not gonna meet that wife at the bar.
That's
So
facts.
it's different nowadays than it used to be.
That's so true. And it's so funny too, because like talking to my parents and everyone else who's like, you know, back then and those older generations, they always
Yeah.
talk about how meeting up. And I just think it's the most foreign thing to me. I mean, these guys, I don't know if you know this, Nate, but our
hmm
parents literally for fun would go take their cars, drive out, and just go to like an empty parking lot and just hang out like a massive tailgate. And but that's like every weekend thing. Like people like us going out to the movies and stuff like that. That's them, or like going out to the bars. That's them in a parking lot. Everybody hanging out, everyone having a good time. Like where is that today? Like that sounds like so much fun. Like let me get involved with that. Like we need
Oh,
to start
dude, it's
something up
great
like
in
that.
Texas for that, man. I've done that a few times. Just get on the open road in Texas, man. Cops are not always checking for speed limits, dude. You just get on these highways, and just
Yeah,
fly down there, flat open land in Texas, dude. It's just beautiful out there.
Texas
You can
is
still just put some music, dude, and just enjoy life. Bring a girl
seriously.
out there, it's all good, man.
That's right. I'm talking about though, like in the parking lots though. Like literally they would just hang out in the parking lots and just vibe. Like that's what I need. Like that sounds like a
They
blast.
were
Like
they were they're probably doing a little more than vibe in there, buddy.
they probably were probably doing a little bit more than just vibing. You're right about that. I could totally see that. Oh gosh. Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
No, man, it's totally different nowadays, so compared to how it used to be.
It's so different. You're so right. It literally is so much different. And I think that's what's, times are changing. Things are
Mhm.
things are becoming different. There's different norms. People have different values now. It's like it's interesting. It's definitely interesting to keep in touch with and kind of see what's going on. And yeah, I definitely think it is interesting.
Yeah, man, we're at the brink of nuclear war right now, dude. Do you think when we have that alarm starting coming down, like the nuclear bomb about to hit, is it gonna be like New Year's Eve? Like you have to grab a girl and kiss her on New Year's Eve? It's like gonna be like when the nuclear bomb is striking. You just
Maybe
look
it
over
could be
to a
the
girl,
last one
man.
you
It's
ever
like,
get.
yeah, just like you're about to ring in for the new year, and now, now you're just trying to find a girl to kiss as the bomb explodes. That's how it's gonna be, probably, right?
Oh my
It's like,
gosh,
hey, we're about to
Nate.
go down together. You might as well just get a kiss in there, right?
Oh my God, you give me so much pressure. Like I gotta find someone really, really good looking and attractive
That's
on.
gonna be your last kiss, dude. That's gonna
It
be your
could
last
be.
kiss.
It could very well be the way. You never know. Honestly, you never know. I mean, the way things are going. I literally got an ad on Snapchat for people who make bomb shelters. Like what? I got this a few days ago, and it's actually funny. Like we mentioned this because I was out planning on bringing this up on the pod, but like I just thought about it. Like literally, it was an ad. I don't
Yeah.
know if it was an ad per se or if it was like an episode. Maybe it was an episode actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe it was like an episode, and they were like showing off how these guys have a company to where they make bomb shelters, but they were legit bomb shelters. Like, bro, they look like so much fun. Like, bro, they had dude was talking on the ad or the episode, and he was saying like, yeah, it's like, yeah, we can put in hot tubs, we can put in indoor pools, we can put in like fridges that go like multiple like
Yeah.
floors. Like literally, you can call the fridge up to your bedroom. Like if your bedroom's on like the second or third floor of this bunker, you can literally click the button and the fridge goes up to your floor. Like, bro, what? Like, sign me up. Like, I want to do this so bad. Like, this sounds amazing. Like, I would
I'm
much rather
wondering
live in
who's
a
paying
bomb.
for this.
Say what?
Who's paying for this, man? Like, imagine, like, you gotta be at least like a billionaire. Like, you gotta be like ultra wealthy. Just like say, hey, I gotta make it through this times.
That's true.
Like,
You
what
probably have to.
average Joe is out here paying for a bomb shelter bunker? What average Joe is out there?
But see, the thing is, like, if you can get a mortgage for a house, what if you get a mortgage for a bomb shelter?
Hey, you
Maybe.
could.
I'm sure people have done it. I'm sure people could very well do it. Actually, speaking of this, actually, the dude who was like buying like the product, like the client, he
Mhm.
actually he got the bomb shelter built on the back of his property. So I don't know, maybe he uses mortgage funds. I don't know. But all I'm saying is it would be a great idea to have a
These bomb
shelter.
shelters underground.
So yeah, for that one, he actually did make it underground because I mean, for obvious reasons, it's a bomb shelter,
Yeah.
so you probably don't want it above ground. But yeah, it was so
That
funny.
brings even more levels to this. You have all this real estate above ground right now. Imagine all this real estate below ground, dude. Some
Dude,
cheap
that's
real estate right
true.
now.
And heck, I mean, you got people buying real estate online. I mean, crypto stuff. I mean, it's not even real. Like, there's levels to this game, Nate. There's levels
Well,
to.
what would you rather have? Like the property besides Snoop Dogg in the metaverse? Some bomb shelter under the ground. Like
If I had to
there's
choose, if
money to
I
be
had to
made
choose
everywhere
between a property next to Snoop Dogg and a
in the
property
metaverse.
that's a bomb shelter, 100% I'm choosing Snoop Dogg without a question.
In the metaverse, man, like Snoop Dogg is gonna be high. Just they're chilling all the time.
It would be so much fun. I don't know how. I will be the first one to say I don't know anything how the metaverse works. I just know that it's online. You buy things online and it's there online in the cloud or whatever, somewhere up there in the metaverse or whatever. But the fact that you could be next to Snoop Dogg, I don't know how the metaverse works, but I do know that Snoop Dogg is gonna be throwing some crazy metaverse parties. And if I'm a neighbor, I'm definitely getting in. I mean, I have to. If I'm his neighbor, like, why would you not invite your neighbor into a metaverse party? I mean, a party in general. Like, I mean, why not?
I imagine metaverse just like a big game of Sims. Just like a big game of Sims, like an open world version of Sims in real life.
That sounds so
You
crazy.
create your Sims character, you create its life, and
It's so foreign to me. Like, why would people do that in a video game? It's like, why not just do that in real life? I've never understood that. I know it's fun and all, and like people want to escape, but it's like, why not just live the life you want to live? Like, it's like you put in all this effort into the game, and then
yeah.
it's like why? Like, instead of putting it in the game, maybe just put it into your own life. Maybe you could actually live next to Snoop Dogg, like in real life. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a lot better, but then
I mean,
again,
there's video games out there people grind and put so much hours in for what, you know?
yeah, that's true. And
Like
that's the
it's
thing,
just
like
it's insane.
that's the thing. Like I'll be the first one to say too. Like I love like playing games and stuff with my friends and
Yeah.
playing Warzone and stuff. But it's like, you get to a point where you're just so you get older and you realize, what was that all for? Like what can I speak to of that? Of all the stuff
Yeah.
that I did? Like how? Like what how am I gonna be able to show someone like, oh yeah, I got I got this gun, I upgraded it to this gun. Like it's like each game nowadays comes out every single year. There's a new game. What do you have to show?
Yeah, it's a cash cow.
It's like every year you're starting off new, and it's like I don't know. I feel like there's more to life than just just keep doing that cycle and cycle over and over again. Because it's like I might as well just do it in my real life and enjoy the fruits of my labor that way. I don't know.
It just provides entertainment value, you know. Like it's only as good as I guess you value your time and your entertainment there. You know, some people just enjoy playing Minecraft all day or grinding out Rocket League or FIFA. You know, like
Yeah.
so some people's that's what they enjoy doing. I guess. I mean, people have their own things out there, but I guess more like myself or probably you also just got better stuff to do to better yourself and make yourself like just a better person out there and just spending time on a video game.
True, and it's like it's so funny because like back when we were talking about earlier with our parents and everything, they didn't have video games. So it's what are you gonna play? Like, okay, maybe they had like Pac-Man or some other like game, at the beginning, but like what else did they have? Like they didn't really have anything that you could just kind of do. So I mean
Yeah.
they resort to other means, to get, that dopamine rush, that you'd get otherwise. So it's like it's
We're
kind
like the
of
last generation that kind of spent their childhood outside doing stuff, you know? Like, I don't know if you have like baby cousins or they're just sitting there, have to have a YouTube video to watch or have to hold this iPad. I mean, I didn't get my first like phone until like high school. So, like, it just seems kind of crazy nowadays. We're getting phones in kindergarten.
Yeah, seriously. And I think that's the craziest thing. Like to me, like even growing up in this
Yeah.
like world that we live in this society, that's still the craziest thing to me is the fact that these kids are like going crazy with, I mean, all this like Fortnite stuff and everything. Like these kids are
Mhm.
way better than I'd ever be with technology stuff, and it's crazy. And I'm just like blown away by it. I think it's nuts. Like even like for an example, my little cousin, he texted me the other day and he goes, Dad, he's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm just doing some work right now. He's like, come play Fortnite with me. And I was just like, oh my, this kid's like so young, and it's like it's crazy. It's so funny because like that's their life. Like younger on, it's like while they're younger, it's like that's what they're used to, and it's just it blows my mind. Honestly, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of got exposed to this, I guess, at a different age than that. When you kind of grow up as a kid and it's kind of being that's what you're used to, and that's what you're used to seeing. You know,
Yeah.
you have all your ability to grow and adapt and learn at such a young age in this like specific space in that game. You know, you're gonna probably be better off than a lot of other people out there.
Yeah, seriously. And like I'm 23, you're 24. Like
Yeah,
we've kind of grown up in this. Like when we first kind of like were able to kind of like comprehend, what the heck is going on and be able to like
hmm
kind of understand things, like the flip phones came out, then the
yeah,
iPhones came out, and then it's like they just kept getting better and better and better. And they went from like $100, $200, now it's like $40,000 on an iPhone. It's like ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy. And it's
yeah.
like we've kind of grown up in it, and that's the thing I think is nuts. It's like
I mean, technology just develops and grows so fast. It's kind of crazy. Like, I mean, I remember my first phone being one of those little sliding Samsung phones. You know, now we have all these iPhones, iPhone 14, 15, whatever it's on right now. It's crazy.
who knows, honestly, who knows? I mean, honestly, I have the iPhone 10 right now. It works just as good as whatever number they're on now. I think hold on, let's see what the newest iPhone they have out. Newest
Probably
iPhone,
the 14 or 15.
because I know they just released like some like news thing about the new iPhone. Okay, iPhone 14. It won't even tell you a price. That's how you know it's expensive. It won't even tell you. I'm just searching on Google, won't even tell me the price. It tells me monthly plans. It tells me monthly plans. It says for $50 a month, I can own this iPhone 14. Oh, this is a lower one too. So it's probably like at least $100 if I had to guess. $100 a month.
$50 a month, $100 a month. Oh, okay. I think it's $100
I
for the
mean,
phone.
no. I'm saying for the month for the phone and
I
everything
got you.
else because okay, it says with the 24-month plan, but like that's like 128 gigs and that's for the 50. So it's at least probably 100 if I had to guess for the monthly. It's somewhere around there.
Hmm.
But like we're on the iPhone 14 right now. Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
It's nuts. Like how advanced like everything's coming and everything. I
I
think it's
mean, things just naturally just get better and improve. Like, hopefully, companies like Apple and Samsung and all of them just kind of listen to the customers and just kind of get better products.
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. Literally, it's nuts. Everything's turning out crazy. The world
Hmm.
is just it's gonna explode. Literally, that's why we need to go to Mars.
Yeah, you go into Mars with Elon.
I would
So
love
if
to go to Mars with Elon.
Elon Musk
Honestly,
messages you, like he said, you can go to Mars, but you'll not be able to come back to Earth. You have no idea what's on Mars. You don't know anything's out there. Would you go to Mars? You could just go there and die, but you have the chance to go to Mars.
I mean, if you think about it, anything you want to do in your life, anything, you can
Hmm.
do it. You can do
Yep.
it. But the one thing you can't do while you're on this planet Earth is go to Mars.
I mean, there's a lot of things you can't do on this planet Earth, but
The one thing you can't do is go to Mars. So I mean, it shouldn't even be a choice. You should be like, oh, of course, Elon, take me with you, no problem. Like, I mean, I'm sure it would suck. Keep in mind, like, no food, no water. I mean, I don't know what's going on up there. I'd probably be drinking water or something out of some machine that like pulls water out of the air. Oh, actually, there's no
yeah.
air, so I don't know how that's gonna work. So literally, I would
I
just
think they said
bloody.
there are some oxygen on Mars. I'm not sure, but there might be
Well,
some
there better
oxygen on
be
Mars.
because if there's not, I'm not definitely not going. There's no oxygen, then what the heck's the point of going? Yeah, you can just come to Mars, you just check it out, but you
But
only
you
got
could
like
be
a
like one
minute
of the
before you
first
die.
people in Mars. I mean, like it's like you doing it for the spectacle, you know? Like everybody's just saying, like, "Hey, this guy went to Mars."
See, that's
Maybe
true.
100 years from now, you'll be in the history textbooks. Like
That's
Devin went to Mars,
but see, the
but
thing
you
is,
give up
you're
your whole
no
life for it.
true. But the thing is that you're known as that one person who they had to sacrifice to go to Mars because you'll be dead. You'll be like, this
Yeah.
is the idiot that went to Mars, the first one, and died. I mean, he was the guinea pig. Like, I don't want to be known as the guinea pig to you. I want to be known as the.
Hey, you might become Christopher Columbus from Mars. You know, like
I could
you have a
be.
whole holiday named after you.
Gosh, honestly, it could be good. I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
have to
it's
cross
just you
that
gotta think
bridge.
about it.
We'll have to cross that bridge when it comes to it. Honestly, what would you do? Would you go or no?
Oh man, it would be so cool to go to space in general. But it just like I don't you're sitting in that spaceship for years, just anticipating that moment and assuming everything was right. I don't know, man. I think I'll just stay on Earth, to be honest.
True. But the thing is, see, the real question I need the answers to is what's the food like on Mars? Because I've tried some of that space food. It's fire. Have you tried some
Is
of it or no?
fire? No, I have not had space food.
Bro, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a brownie, but you take it and you suck all the life out of it. It's like there's no like moisture at all in it. And you eat it and it's like it like melts in your mouth. It's like it's the craziest feeling ever because it's like on Mars apparently or whatever,
Mhm.
like space food. You can have water or something. I don't know. Brownie would explode. I don't know the science behind it, but I know that there's like nothing in it. It's just like
Mhm.
it tastes like a brownie, looks like a brownie. It comes in a package. You literally open it up and you just eat it just straight off the package. And I just think it has no water in it. So I think that's why it's like crazy, like melts in your mouth. It's so good. So I
I
mean,
mean, I love steak too much. They just go up there. I'm not getting like grounded steak like that.
that's what I'm saying. If they have steak up there, that would be kind of fire. Because like, I mean, if I'm eating filet every night, I mean, sure, I'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy it. I don't know how long the space thing's gonna last, but until then, I'm having a good time with my steaks and with my astronaut brownies. But I mean, it's like, is the food good? That's the first question I'd ask Elon. Not do I have oxygen? Not what's the plan for Mars? is the food good? Because hey, worst case scenario, food's not good. I say, Elon, listen, I will bring my own food. Okay, give me an oven, give me a cast iron skillet, give me some ground beef. I don't know how we'll make it happen, but we'll make it happen, bro. I can cook. I can. I'm a man. I can
How would
cook.
you get? How would you get? You got to bring a couple cows with you. Like bring some A1 Wagyu cows or some Wagyu beef cows. Bring it with you on the spaceship. You know, like because you can't just bring some ground beef because it's gonna expire at some point, right?
I didn't think this far,
You got to
but
bring the cows. You got to bring the cows.
I didn't think this far. I mean, what we could do, we could freeze the cows, maybe get back
You
on the
go freeze a
space,
cow.
freeze the cow, and then kind of just like rehydrate the cow. Maybe give it some water. I don't know, Diamond Springs, like Deer Park, whatever. Give it some type of water, rehydrate the cow, kind of like the brownie. And then I feel like that it'd just be easy at that point. It'd just be easy. I don't know how space food works. Elon will have to teach me about that when the time comes. I don't know how space food works. But all I'm saying is if the food is like those space brownies, we're in good shape. We're in good shape because that stuff is good. Nate, I'm gonna get you a space brownie, bro. You gotta try them. They're so good. I remember I was at
Oh
the
man, I gotta
museum
try
one
it.
time. Dude, so good. I was at a museum one time and they had it. It was like, like all about space. It was like space themed. And they had the brownie. I was like, no way. Space brownie from space? I was like 12 at the time.
Yeah.
Space brownie from space? Like crazy. So open up the brownie. I'm like, what the heck is this? This thing is like literally, it looks like a brick. Literally looks like a solid
Yeah.
brick. And you eat it, and it's just delicious and amazing. It's like the best thing like you've ever had. Like it's extraordinary. Oh my god.
So you're basing your whole future off a food you tried once when you're 12 years old.
All I'm saying is it was fire. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
You got more faith than me in that.
Nate, this is the perfect idea for a future episode. We just go and try a bunch of space snacks and then we eat them on the pod and we rate them. This is perfect. All right, next episode, maybe future episode. We'll maybe do a future episode. So I see we're running out of time here. We're on for our first episode. We're actually on Zoom recording this. So shows you how unprofessional we are with this stuff. But we're gonna figure it out. This is a journey to success. We're gonna be kind of just talking, and that's kind of like the main gist of our podcast. Just
Yeah.
being ourselves, talking. We're both pretty interesting people. I'm a law student. Nate's an engineer, so we're gonna be kind of going off of that and kind of talk about news and stuff like that that's going on. So we
Yeah.
hope you
Just two young
guys.
adults living the life.
That's right. And we hope you guys enjoyed the podcast for today's episode. We really, really appreciate it. Um, Nate, I don't know how these guys are going to follow it because we don't know what's going on right now. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, thumbs up, subscribe. I don't know what platform this is going to be posted to, but I do know that it's going to be posted somewhere, hopefully. And yeah, we're going to have some future episodes. Hopefully, if Nate doesn't hate me too much to continue doing this podcast. And
Yeah. Come back next week. We'll be
that's right.
here.
Come back next week and we're gonna be doing the pod again. And yeah, we just appreciate you guys' support. And we really would love to. Wow, Zoom's really pressuring me right now. Less than a minute to go. Literally, it's like doing a countdown right now. This is crazy. All right, guys, we really appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Dev,
I'm Nate.
and we appreciate you coming on the pod. We gotta have a better close than that. But thank you guys and have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.